All right. All right. Welcome everybody to another episode of Cook Like a Champion. As you see, today we are highlighting some of the Asian cultures right here in Green Bay, thanks to Wello and all the great farmers that are out there. I have my good friend Tara over here who's going to show you guys how to make authentic Asian cuisine sourced by all the local farmers, and I can't wait to try some of this and learn more about the culture and the food. So let us know what we have to expect today.
Hi everyone, as Ace mentioned, my name is Tara and I'm an Asian American advocate for the Asian American community here in Green Bay. We have in front of us vegetables that are grown locally by Hmong farmers. And as we know, Hmong farmers make up about 60% of the farmers markets in town. So we play a big role in the agriculture system here. Today I'll be making two styles of hot pot. The first is going to be a red spicy Sichuan base, and the second one is going to be a clear chicken broth base.
Awesome. That sounds delicious. So looks like we got a lot of cutting to do, a lot of cooking to do. But as you said, in the Hmong culture, I guess, this is a little bit. Man, I'd hate to see when you guys really go to town and do a lot.
Our dishes are huge.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Feed a big family, right? And I'm looking at all this, and I see medicine. I don't just see food. I know that all of these all have different health benefits and stuff like that. So.
Absolutely, you're correct on that. There's a lot of herbs here that we use medicinally, and so for example, culantro, that's a family of cilantro, and you use that for if you have a fever or if you're feeling a little bit under the weather.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna start with some of the roots because we're gonna pop that right into the pots to boil for a bit. So we have ginger here, and I'm gonna have you just slice this up into two pieces. And then I'm gonna go over here where we have galanga. That is going to give a little bit of aroma for the hot pots, and we're just gonna add 2 or 3 pieces to each of the soup bases. So these are already cut up, so I'll leave that on the side. And then next we're gonna go into garlic. So I'm gonna have you crush these.
Awesome.
And we don't have to chop them at all. We could just crush it real quick and leave it like that.
Awesome.
And then over here we have a few items. So we have lime leaves. This is gonna give it a little bit of a lime lemon aroma and taste and flavor to the soup base. And we'll add 3 leaves to each of the soup bases. I'm just gonna rip that apart.
Fresh cooking on Cook Like Tara today, brought to you by our good friends at Wello and all the great Hmong farmers out there. We really appreciate y'all, because without this, it's just fake food, and I'm not a fan of fake food. I like it fresh, I like it real.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
So next we have our lemongrass here, which we already chopped, and these are chopped to 2 to 3 inch pieces, and we'll add 3 to each of the soup bases. So, oops, sorry.
Got it away. It's all good. Hey, if you ain't making a mess in the kitchen, you ain't cooking, right? You should see me, I'm worse.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna walk these over to the pots, and we're gonna start to boil it.
Awesome.
And actually, Ace, only one pot is boiling right now. That one is for the clear chicken broth. So we're gonna actually saute the pork. I forgot about that.
Oh, so we'll saute the pork.
Yes.
And I have the pork over here, so I'll go ahead and turn that up. Awesome. Now, what do you normally season this pork with?
So for the pork, it actually is just gonna go in plain with a little bit of oil. And then we're gonna add some garlic to it. So it has that garlic roasted flavor. So I'm gonna grab your garlic that you crushed here.
So when you say plain, what you really mean is put in some of this authentic Louisiana cuisine right here by Chef Champion. Yes. Yeah, you can get that on my website at chefchampion.com. I'm just saying.
Absolutely.
Can we do, and then now we have a little
please.
Asian Cajun right here, right?
That goes perfect with it.
I like it,
So
I like
actually I'm gonna add a little garlic here.
All right, fresh garlic. We'll go ahead and turn that up, add in our pork. That is already cut up.
So Ace, while you're cooking that, I'm gonna actually add some of the ginger and galangal into this base right here.
Awesome, awesome. Little pork stir fry action going on over here. And we're trying to be a little healthy today, so I'm using avocado oil.
Perfect.
Instead of, in my culture, we use bacon grease.
Same.
I know. It's so good, but I don't think it's good for my heart.
Well, with us, the reason why we use bacon fat or any type of fat that comes from meat is because back then when we were in the refugee camps, we were poor. So we used every bit of the animal that we could.
And that's exactly why my culture uses it as skin. You sure we're not related? Some way? I don't know. It kind of sounds the same.
It's a small world after all.
It is a small world after all. We're all the same. Take away the skin, right? Awesome. All right. That looks like a nice, good saute over there. What do I got to do now?
So now, Ace, what we're going to do is we're going to add water to it and let it boil.
All right. Awesome. And that's kind of going to deglaze the pan from all the nice pan drippings that are in there.
Absolutely. We'll get all the flavor from the pork.
Awesome.
And then along with that, we'll also add the lime leaf, galinga, and ginger as well.
All right. Is that these right here?
Yes. Yep.
Awesome.
We have all of that.
Asian Cajun cooking show.
I'm just gonna
probably
grab a little
don't
bit more
use that.
ginger.
You guys cut that out, all right? Don't put that on there. Oh yeah. Oh, I get it. So the other herbs, now you're basically making a broth.
Yes, exactly. Yes. Yep. So we have two styles here that we're going to be making. That one is going to be the spicy one, and we're going to add some red pepper flakes to it to get a good red color. And then for this one, it's going to be a clear chicken flavored broth.
Awesome. Awesome. All right, so these are the pepper flakes over here?
Yes, absolutely. You can grab the pepper flakes there.
These right
and I'm actually going to show you real quick here. We have a few different spices here that we're going to add into. Is it spicy?
No.
No?
Yeah. Oh, there it goes.
Oh.
Why are they so different than American? Like, I feel like American pepper flakes are bigger, and these seem more grounder.
Yeah, so it's a little bit, it's more fined, or not fined, that's not a word I don't know.
Yeah, fine grind.
Fine, okay, yeah. Fine, yes. So this one specifically is Korean red pepper flakes. They like to grind it so that it's very fine. But then at the stores, or if you're putting pepper flakes in your pizza, they have the seeds and the thicker pieces of skin in it.
That's the difference. Awesome.
So we are also going to be adding Chinese spice to it. There's a few different spices. There's aniseed, there's nutmeg, there's cinnamon, there's coriander seed in here. And then so there are two types of Sichuan peppercorns. There's a green one. It has like a wood pine flavor to it. And then there's this red peppercorn here, Sichuan peppercorn. It'll give you a little bit of a red flavor, but it has a little spice to it.
Okay.
Yep, so I already went ahead and packaged both of those in here.
Awesome.
So this one will go into the red one that has the red
And then I can
peppercorn.
add some of the pepper flakes to that too as well?
Yep, you can go ahead and add that.
Awesome. See, when I went to culinary arts school, we put our, what they call mirepoix in a little bag like that when we were making our soup. We didn't do that in Louisiana. We just dumped it all in there. But this is the fancy bougie way if you guys want to. But we're not cooking like a champion there. We're cooking like Tara. So we're a little bougie. It's all good.
We do the same too, Ace. At home, we just toss it right into the soup. Yeah. But I thought for today, we can
go big or go home, they say. I like it. I like it.
And actually, I like a little bit more.
A little bit more. That's what I'm talking about.
Because that's actually what gives it the color.
Okay.
So we're gonna add just a little bit more. Perfect.
I love it. I love it.
And so that'll the pork will absorb some of that spice and heat too, so the broth won't be so spicy.
Oh, nice. I'm learning every day. I've never made so if I were to make like pho, is this kind of the same concept in a way a little bit?
Almost.
I know you use a bone instead, but is it kind of the same?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Same start to the broth.
Awesome.
This is the same base that you would use for pho.
I love it. I love it.
And one thing that I wanted to share about Hmong cuisine is that we actually don't have a specific cuisine. So when you're thinking about Korean, they have kimchi, pickled things. You're thinking about Chinese, they have stir fries. Vietnamese, they have the pho soup. But for the Hmong culture, we never had a land of our own. So what we did was wherever we landed or wherever we refuged to, we adapted to their cuisine.
I like
so
it.
we make a lot of stews that are part Vietnamese, Lao, Thai, Southeast Asian cuisine.
It sounds like Creole, because Creole is South African, Indian, French, and Spanish all infused in together. So it's kind of like the monk. I swear we're related in some way. I need to know who your great grandma is, because.
Well, there's a theory we all originated from Africa.
I know it. I know it. I know it. I know it.
Perfect. So next we're gonna be adding some herbs into this soup base.
Awesome, awesome. And while you add the herbs to the soup base, I bought a little music intro. You can add the herbs to the music base. I'll serenade you a little bit. So this is actually a Japanese steel-tongue drum. So this is meant to kind of stimulate a little bit of meditation, because when you're in the kitchen cooking, you want to be relaxed, you want to enjoy it, right? It shouldn't be stressful, it shouldn't have anxiety. Anxiety does not have a place in my kitchen, so you just keep cooking and I'll just play a little bit.
Thank
but
you.
Keep doing your thing.
I appreciate that. So here we have culantro that I explained earlier. It's a family member of cilantro. It's very aromatic. And then we have finger mint. So this one is a family of regular mint. So we'll add all of these into the soup bases.
I need one of these guys on my show when you're not here to play for me. Instead of playing the background music after production.
And then Ace, whenever you're all set, I'm going to have you cut some Thai eggplant for us.
Yes, for sure, for sure. How would you like this cut?
So I'll show you an example. What we do is cut off the top stem. Go ahead and cut that. So you have a flat surface to work with. And then cut it in half. And then there we go. So just 4 pieces.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Perfect.
Oh, and that's it. Leave it whole. I love it. I love it. And then that's going to go on mine?
Yes. That
one.
one.
I get it. So we are making the same thing. It's just you're making a vegetarian one for the, and they actually do have a lot of vegetarians in Green Bay. And I know in Cajun cooking, vegetarian doesn't really exist unless there's meat in it. It's not really vegetarian.
Well,
you know.
This one is going to be chicken flavored, so unfortunately it's not exactly vegetarian.
Well, it's not meat in it, but yeah.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
And if they didn't want, if they were that serious about it, they can just use like vegetable broth and give it like a vegetable flavor. Awesome.
Exactly.
I like it.
So for mine, since I already added some chicken powder into it, I'm just going to add 3 tablespoons to mine. But for yours, Ace, since it's spicy, we're going to add 5 tablespoons.
5 tablespoons of broth.
All right, Ace, I'm going to leave you to manage the broth base, and I'm going to go over to the vegetables here.
I think I can handle it. Awesome.
So we're going to actually start to add in our mushrooms. For mushrooms, now we have 3 different kinds. We have seafood mushroom, we have enoki mushroom, and then we have oyster mushrooms. The oyster mushrooms are very aromatic, and then the other mushrooms are very, very thin. And so if you don't like the taste of meat, you can use it in place of like pulled pork, pulled chicken. So we're going to add that right into the soup bases. And Ace, I'm going to take your place here real quick.
Yeah, please do.
I'm going to add half into yours. And then with the spicy Sichuan hot pot, I'm actually going to add kelp. So dried kelp is going to make it have a little bit of a seafood taste.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So just add 1 piece in there, and then add some oyster mushroom.
Oh, man.
There we go.
Medicine heaven. Should we call it Dr. Taro? No, we can't call you that, but you already know. Food is medicine.
Absolutely.
I love it.
Mushrooms do have medicinal purposes as
well. They do. My wife's very big into mushrooms, and I didn't realize how healthy mushrooms really are for the body. You know, we always think mushrooms are scary, you know, they're going to make us go on this trip, even though some will make you go on a trip, but not these, right?
No, these are good. These are
if you see me start acting funny and laughing for no reason, she slipped some other mushrooms in there.
Let me tell you, I've been eating it for 3 decades and I'm good.
Okay.
So you'll be all right.
Cool beans.
So next we're actually going to add the shallots, and I'm going to have you cut these in half here.
Sure.
So we'll just cut the bottom off too.
Okay.
So we don't want that in there. Cut it right in half.
And then these are all going into my dish?
Yes, sir.
My spicy. I want to call this pho so bad, but what is it called again?
Hot pot.
Hot pot.
Yes, correct. So while you're stirring that, Ace, I'm just gonna cut these banana peppers.
Sure. I guess you don't want to add too many spicy peppers, but I love how you got different levels of heat, because I know that those are not that spicy, but these little guys right here
Thai chili peppers, yes.
will set your soul on fire. And I'm gonna just see just how spicy these are.
It takes a bit. It takes a minute or two to really kick in.
If you guys see me breathing fire for a while, if you need to cook anything, I'll breathe some fire over that. Yeah, it's nice though. I like spicy when it has flavor, and I get that when we actually use real peppers versus hot sauce on everything, which in Louisiana, that's a staple, hot sauce, but fresh peppers are so much better.
Yeah, and I think there's a purpose for everything, so that makes sense.
There is.
So we'll add these banana peppers into the soup bases. And banana peppers really aren't very spicy. So the Scoville level of spiciness for the Thai chili peppers, that's over 100,000 Scoville units.
Hot. If just in case you don't know what 100,000 is, it's hot.
Yes,
Yeah.
and banana peppers are about 1,000. All right, and then we're gonna go into some of the vegetables here. So here we have your taro, and taro, what I use that in the soup for is to thicken the soup, because it's starchy. And then we have Japanese eggplants. I actually want to show you guys how long and big the Japanese ones get. These are locally grown here. They're beautiful. Right now is the perfect season for eggplants. And then we have on the side here, it's called chayote. Chayote is eaten in all different types of ethnic cuisines. Asian, Hispanic, Latinos, African. And so we're gonna pop that in there with the soup base. Awesome. I'll hand that over to you, Ace.
Thank you.
You're the best sous chef that I've ever had.
Oh yeah? For some reason, I think I might be the only sous chef you ever had. No, I'm just kidding.
You're right. I'm not a true chef.
No, they always tell me that. They're always like, "Oh, you're the best friend I ever had," but then I'm the only friend they ever had. That's why I'm the best, you know. So yeah.
All right. So next, we're gonna go into the noodles. These are Japanese udon noodles, and then we have firm tofu. Tofu, there's a lot of different kinds. You can get soft, medium, firm. I like firm just because it's going to be boiled down in a broth. Awesome. So that means it's going to soften. You don't want it to break apart. You want to be able to scoop it up with your spoon.
Awesome. So should I dice that up a little bit?
So what we're going to do is, Yeah. You could do big or small pieces. I like to cut mine into 4s and then chop it down from there. So 16 little pieces.
Awesome. And that's going to go into my pot.
Yep. And I'll hop over and add this right into the chicken one.
Awesome.
Oops, right behind you.
Go for it. I feel like this pot just keeps getting bigger and bigger. This is a hot pot for the ages right here.
Yes.
I love it.
And so what usually happens with hot pot, after you make the broth, you'll bring it to the middle of the table, and everyone just kind of picks and chooses what vegetables that they want to eat, and they dip it into the broth until the vegetable is soft enough to eat, and then you just scoop it out. But for today's purposes, we're gonna serve it all together in one. But Ace, would you mind stirring the chicken clear broth for me? Thank you.
So did you know, in the Asian culture, you have any idea what this is called? Oh, this is called a Japanese shao.
That's amazing. I've seen it growing up, but I've never played it.
Yeah. You want to play it? Yeah, I'll play a little bit for you just so you can say someone played the shao for you. Yeah. huh?
Yes, that was beautiful. Thank you, Ace.
Thank you. So we're going to finish this up a little bit, enjoy our soup, put it all out there. I guess we can give the crew and some members over there, they've been over there just salivating. I can just see it just dripping from their chin all the way down to their chest. And then we're going to enjoy this big bowl of authentic Asian cuisine. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Awesome. Awesome. Get some of that color in there. It's good stuff right here, y'all. We're cooking like Tara on Cook Like a Champion TV show. Now I'm not even gonna try. No, I do remember. Hot pot.
Yes.
Hot pot. So we made two different versions of a hot pot. One with some spicy pork, one vegetarian. All the wonderful medicine as our fixtures for our topping. I think we did a real good job.
You did wonderful, Ace.
Oh, stop
Especially
it.
adding in your spice to the red Sichuan hot pot. I think that really gave it extra flavor.
Asian Cajun. Well, I think some of the crew members want to come up and try a little bit of this, so we'll let them come up and try some food, and I'll play a little bit of background music too as well. And yeah, I'm excited. Let me get my bowl first of all. Yeah, here's my bowl. All right, here's my bowl. This is my bowl right here. Yes. And then I'll do her up one.
Zucchini, but not slimy.
What do you guys think about the spicy one?
For me,
It was
It's not
Oh.
killer. No.
Okay, good.
This is gochujang.
Yes, that is.
Oh, I cook with this all the time.
Do you?
It is my favorite thing.
Oh, but take the bag home. I have the whole bag. It's in the box. I put it in the box.
Yeah, it's real fruity.
Yeah, it's measurement to
Yeah, it almost tastes like there's goji berries in it or something, even though it's just a pepper. But it's
Yeah, Koreans use a special type of pepper.
Oh,
I
okay.
forget what it's called.
so good.
Mango, pineapple, watermelon. So
Yes.